Knauer, and this is week 36 of my Home Life Remodel. And today is Sunday, that beautiful, gorgeous, little bit windy, kind of like 59, 60 degree day, and we're at the house working. And my thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting polycoat on this, what used to be a nightstand, and that we're making it into a bathroom vanity. It came pretty heavily polycoated, but we're not sure how much or how waterproof that was, so we got our own, and I'm going to be putting at least 3 coats on there. However, you can only do 1 coat at a time. So I've already done a little sanding, which is what you always do in between putting on polycoats, and then about to start coating it now. We have a little thing of polyurethane, and I like to use the sponge tool with it, so here we go. So where I am is down here in the basement, and this used to be the bedroom of the basement, but now it's really disgusting. We've shown other pictures of the bedroom, and right now we're using this kind of as our paint storage room. And Josh offered to take this outside for me, but he is outside doing sanding of a tiki bar. I'm going to show that later, but this is pretty easy. You kind of want continuous strokes. I'm using this sponge thing so it doesn't give any like bristle marks. I don't get too freaked out about this because we did a staining project for this, what would you call it, like a chest that we have in our kitchen right now to hold all my excess appliances. And sometimes you just have to go for something, you know, learn by experiment. And the top of this is going to be covered up by that big white rectangular sink. We got a vessel sink instead of a sunken sink for it. So really not that much is going to be showing anyway, which is good, because the first time I sanded it I used too low of a grit, and so it actually did scrape into the top a little bit, which is why I did an experimental area. But yeah, figured we really need to be focusing on the bathrooms, and so we're getting this started because that way it'll be ready for install when the plumber comes back. And it'll be just like if it was any store-bought vanity, hopefully. I'm also going to be working on the master bathroom vanity today, but doing a different kind of project with that. Okay, vanity project number 2 for today. Now this is my vanity that's going to be in the master bathroom, and you can see right there where the veneer got chipped out. Now, it's not a missing piece. Our contractor Daniel actually cut a piece from the part that we cut out of the top and put it there, and it was an amazing piece he put in. However, the top was much lighter in color than these sides are, so I'm going to have to work around that, and I'm going to try to use some of our deck stain to see if I can at least get a little more of that orangey hue in it. And this is a real experiment, so. Okay, so I've already cleaned it off, and this is a can of our old deck stain that we used at the other house. It's a cedar natural tone, and it's pretty much an empty can, but there are some remnants in here. It's just such a small piece that I'm going to try to stain. We figured we'd give that a try. So I'm going to try to do it light, that way I have the option of doing the second coat later. So this is drier than Josh thought. Yeah. Alright, this can is not going to work. What looked like it had wet in it is not at all. It's kind of just gummy. So I think I'm going to have to go back to the other house and get the other can of sealer. Here we go. Alright, I found in the basement one of the deck stains, or floor stains that we didn't go with, that Nate was experimenting with the trim for. And it's brown, a little bit of red, which can come across as orangish. So I'm going to try this instead, because using the color for the deck was kind of arbitrary to begin with. Alright, I got some on my fingers. Yeah. Alright, so here we go. Woo. That is smelly. Well, it's a little bit of something. I think I'm going to dip into the actual part. Here we go. If I had to make this a crayon color, it looks like burnt sienna to me. It doesn't seem to really be taking it that well, and I'm thinking because it's already coated in a wax or something like that. I mean, it looks wet maybe, but not like it's getting that much darker. I'll pull the camera around for you. Alright, so that's how it looks right now. It's slightly better. It still looks really exaggerated in the camera light, but I think I'll keep playing with this and doing a couple more coats and maybe we'll get it this way. And here is experiment number 3 from Sunday. I got a paint sample for a color that I thought looked really great on the paint chip. It was called London Coach, and it looked like a taupe with some hints of gray and stuff. But unfortunately, in this lighting, it just kind of looks a little purpley, and in a way, I think it looks really good with the countertop because it's got the gray, and then there's these little stones that have a little bit of, not purple, not red either, but you know, something in there. But Josh is very anti-purple, so being sensitive to that, I'm going to have to look for some more paints. So this week I'm going to be looking at more paint samples, trying to really pick out my final colors, maybe getting some more samples up on the wall, because hopefully this weekend I might get my dad to come out and help me prep the walls for painting. Still not sure if we're going to do it ourselves or get a contractor, but we need to be progressing in that direction no matter what. Also going to be working on those 2 vanities, doing more poly coats, more staining on that one chip before I start the poly coats and stuff like that. Nate is busy. We found more of the trim up in the attic that we forgot was up there, or at least we were never sure how much was. Nate hadn't come across it before. So he's up there trying to finish that. We got it down yesterday. He's out on the porch doing more of the stripping. So I think that's all for this week. Tune back next week for more. Thanks for watching.